representatives from the Humane Society at this point in time. All my questions have been asked and answered today.
Thank you.
But I have another question outside of this. Thank you.
And I apologize for not getting back to you earlier. I'm back to Councillor McConkey, please.
Thank you. Appreciate you coming forward. You had indicated a lot of the nonprofits just struggle to get by, that you've got your financials now in order. So the building that you're in, it's fully paid off. You financed that yourselves?
So the building does have a mortgage facility on it, and but that's basically from a financing standpoint a decision that the board made.
And did you receive grants from the town of Whitby and the region of Durham along the way?
As this board has sat, no, there have been no grants from the town of Whitby.
But when this board came into being in the new premises, or?
That's correct.
At that time, and how long has that been?
Since 2013.
2013. So the town of Whitby actually gave no grant money to the setup of the new building?
That was before our time. It's my understanding, although I wasn't serving on the board, it's our understanding that there were government grants for the building.
Okay, and there's still a mortgage. And have you engaged the independent project managers to build an addition?
Yes, that's correct.
And what timeline were you looking at for that construction?
It's to be determined. We haven't decided on a specific date, just as we need to raise or put our capital campaign forward and allow for the required amount of time in order before we would actually break ground.
So how long has this been going on at this point?
Planning's been going on for about 6 to 12 months, and we launched our capital campaign at our gala last October.
Yeah, I'd heard from a veterinarian actually that this had been going on, I think, a couple years. The design and a couple women that I know. Anyhow,
No, we're happy to share the documentation with you, what the structure will look like.
yeah, maybe when we do a tour, that would be great. What do you do about feral cats? Do you take any in?
I'm going to defer to Danielle if she can come up and answer how we handle feral cats.
For the purposes of the meeting, could you kindly introduce yourself and your role and function with HSDR, please?
Sure, yes, my name is Danielle Johnson. Okay, my name is Danielle Johnson. I'm the manager of shelter operations.
How long have you been with the Durham?
I've been with the Humane Society of Durham region for about 5 years.
5 years. And I was asking about feral cats. What's your policy? Do you have some people that actually go out from your facility?
No, we do not.
No.
We do not go out and trap feral cats, no.
You don't trap, but you accept them?
We do not accept them at the shelter. We have a foster program and a number of rescues that we work with. If we had a feral mom and kittens, and we socialize the kittens, and we accept feral kittens into our program, but typically we're referring them to other organizations.
Whereabouts?
Other organizations within Durham, as well as the Toronto Humane Society.
You mentioned, actually, I think it was Len that had mentioned the Toronto Humane Society. What about the Peterborough Humane Society? I understand they're opening something. Is it this month? Are you aware of their new facility that's supposed to be opening or was supposed to open in April?
I don't have too much information
No.
about that, no.
So the Humane Societies don't really have a lot of, newsletter that goes out between them or association meetings or anything. They're pretty much on their own, are they?
Well, we definitely have a relationship with a lot of different humane societies, as we all are affiliates of the Ontario SPCA.
Okay. I'm not too familiar with the organizations. I just know the Toronto Humane Society was at one time in the news in not a very complimentary way. There were problems. I think putting animals down if you don't mind, thank you.
So we are completely unrelated to the Toronto Humane Society, other than we're like-minded and we work together as partners when needed. And again, the board of directors that's in place now, their CEO, Jacques Messier, was not in place at the time. So he took over and that was cleaned up. They did have charges laid against them through the OSPCA Act.
So if we're giving our services over to an organization like you, the public needs to know what type of accountability.
Council, mention of any transfer of services is part of the closed agenda. You can certainly ask your questions of the role and function of the HSDR.
Well, Yeah, if I could read what's in the public report on our agenda, it spells out something that I think has got a lot of people alarmed, and that's why we were receiving letters and people are attending this morning.
Can I make a comment on that?
Yes.
So we have no intention of working independently on a complete outsourced basis. We will work in partnership with Oshawa and take our direction from the City of Oshawa, and we will report regularly to the City of Oshawa.
So there would be a period of, quarterly reports or attendances, that sort of thing you envision? Okay,
Correct.
that sounds fair. But just the actual workings of the operation that we have now, I don't know how it could be replicated. As Councillor Neal mentioned, I mean, the public calls in to service Oshawa. They say there's an animal sighting here, or there's a dead animal here. And all that, we've trained the public to know that phone number and call in and email Service Oshawa. So now we're putting another layer into, okay, somebody's saying to us, what do I do? I've just had a sighting of a coyote on my street. And we say, call the I'm having trouble with your
Society.
name. Yeah, I keep wanting to say Durham Region Humane Society. Is that what we do?
We've been called lots of names.
Yes,
that's fine.
okay.
Yeah, no, so that would be, I believe, if I'll defer to Ron there, but I believe that would be your operations people that take care of roadkill and those sorts of things.
Okay, so
we don't have people that go out and trap animals.
So we would still need to be doing that ourselves. Okay.
Yeah, we're not, bylaw's not what we do. It's
Okay.
animal care, that's what we do.
And so what we have now are people dropping off their, I guess, pets that they're not able to look after anymore. And how's it different with you? Are you taking pets as well?
We primarily take pets as when folks surrender them for whatever reason. Some people surrender them for financial purposes in the event that, say, an owner has passed and the family can't care for that pet. So we have the exact same process that would be able to support the surrender of stray animals that were potentially found roaming the streets. So all of those processes are in place today.
Okay, but you also get animals from elsewhere because I'm just familiar. My sister got a pet from you last year, and she said there was one that came in from Caribbean Island, I think. So where are they? Who's bringing those in?
So we have a program that we bring them in when our animal population, our dog population goes down and we have capacity. We'll help take dogs from northern rescues and we'll help take dogs from other rescues, including Caribbean Island, and I'm personally involved with some of that. So when there's capacity at the shelter, we've done such a good job with spay-neuter that the populations are very manageable, and from time to time we have capacity and we'll bring them in when we have capacity. But local animals take precedence.
Okay, so, and you mentioned spay-neuter. Are you doing spay-neuter low cost at your clinic?
We don't have the authority to do that right now. One of the things that we're going to be looking at is getting accreditation to be able to perform low-cost spay-neuter for the community. Right now, we only have authority to perform those on our own animals.
And when you say you have authority to do that, do you have a vet on staff?
We do.
One, two?
We have one on staff, and we have access to many others.
And so they actually are not working outside your facility? They're actually there on a regular basis?
They're on a regular. Our vet is there on a regular basis, but the procedures are performed off-site because we're not accredited for that level of procedure.
Okay, so what you're needing to build with the IPC, or Independent Project, IPM,
Right.
is a facility for a veterinary clinic.
Correct.
Okay, and how many square feet do you have now, and how many are you expecting to add on?
That I don't have off the top of my head, unless Cindy or Daniel. No. We can get back to you on that. You'll see the plans. We're happy to share the
Yes.
plans with you.
Okay. Well, thank you very much. Those are my questions.
Thank you.